You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. How are you? Come on in, got plenty of room. We are fixing to get ready to do a podcast. Fixing to get ready. That's a phrase I coined many, many years ago. It's a Southern thing. It means that you're going to get ready to do something. You go out, go to work, something like that, but you're not quite getting ready yet. You're kind of it's not procrastinating. No, it's fixing to get ready. A lot of that going around. We're going to start with that, build on a few other things, a bit of a stream of consciousness today. Not one note in front of me. This is just purely from the brain of Scott, so hang on with the ride. It is the Daily Boost. A long time ago, I decided that, you know what, wouldn't it be cool if we just kind of leaned into our dreams every single day and we just kind of rejected what society said we had to do? And we just went and did it. Figured it out. Be responsible. Just make things happen. I've been doing that forever. That's what this show is essentially about. Scott, you changed so much over the years. You better believe I have. Pretty much every day, and certainly every couple of years. And I hope you do too. My name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by today. Fixing to get ready. That's so fun. I worked at a radio station in Orlando years ago. I used to do something called the 70s Saturday Night Show. And one night, a woman called up and I said, what you doing? She said, fixing to get ready. I said, what's that? She said, well, I'm going to go out pretty soon, so I got to get ready pretty soon. But right now, I'm just kind of fixing to get ready. I don't know what that meant. I may be like ironing or drinking a beer or something like that. I have no idea. But it stuck with me because I see it a lot. I see it all over the place. So watch yourself. We are coming into the second part of the year. Have you noticed that? The first part is make your resolution and then forget what you said. The second part is, oh no, here we go, second half of the year. I better get busy to reach my resolution. July 1st it starts. You've been reminded. So I want to dive into something that was really important today that builds on the fixing to get ready thing. Had a conversation about a big vision. Now, we talked yesterday, I talked about this a lot, about creating a large vision that you kind of want to go for. Something's kind of scary, right? Could be a job, could be a relationship, could be anything. This large vision you want to go for. And I'm a big fan of doing that because I believe when you have that large vision, you can focus in on that and it'll draw you toward it magically. In other words, I think you don't need a why. When you have a what that's big enough, I think you do it automatically. I think you get out of bed ready to go. That's the magic of motivation a lot of people miss. They say, Scott, motivate me. I said, Let's just go get excited because then you'll be fine. When you can taste it, when you can feel it, you just go after anything, whatever it happens to be. And my guess is you've done that 1,000 times in your life and you do it 1,000 times again. But here's what scared me today. On the phone, face to face on a Zoom call, I was asking about visions for the remaining year, and everything was kind of generic. And I won't say his name, but he had this vision, and it was so mundane and so get stuff done. And so got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to do that first before I can do that because I'm going to need it anyway. That's what got me. Big vision of doing something big. In his case, he wanted to go out and be a big famous speaker and do a TV show and things like that. And I think he should. I think he's very talented and it should happen. But there's so much that has to be done before I get there, you know? Fixing to get ready. Well, you know, I got to build my website perfectly first. I'm building an empire here, so I need to build the empire first. No, you need to build the dirt road to the empire. That's the first thing. It scared me because suddenly it was like, well, if I get this done first and then that done and then that done and then that done, and then when I finally turn my attention to what I really want to do, I'll be all set. Here's the problem. I don't think you'll get there. I've seen it too many times. I've seen people reach for something big and dreamy, something they really want, the thing that will make your life go, yes, that was it. Never get to it because you're so busy doing the other stuff around your house, around the office, around your life. You always got something else to do. You're fixing to get ready. I do it all the time. It's easy to do. It's easier than charging forward, isn't it? I learned this lesson a long time ago. Again, I started in radio. I came out of high school and boom, I was in radio, right? And I was a morning guy. I'd go around and get up early and do morning shows. I was because that was the big dog at the radio station. They made the most money and the most famous. That's why I did it. But I really wasn't a morning guy. And I didn't learn that until later because when I lost my job, and I lost a lot of jobs, I was fired many, many times. Always, okay, maybe one time not. Yeah, it was always my fault. But I would do something on the air that would get great ratings and get me a bonus and they'd get me fired. Happened a lot. Kind of used to that. So I'd get fired and sit around and wait for the next job. Well, sometimes money would get tight and I'd take the job that came along. Take the afternoon show, I'd take the production show, I'd take something else. I would do something like that and just jump back on the radio, jump back. And you know what? When you do that, you're stuck for however, because it goes on your permanent record. But real morning guys, people are committed to doing what they're going to do. In fact, anybody, even you, if you're committed to doing something, if that's who you are, if that's your identity, you know what those guys did? The real morning guys in radio, you know what they did when they got fired for doing a good thing? They sat on the beach, they drank a beer, they relaxed, used up their severance. They just kind of waited until the next morning thing came along. And then they said, I'll do that because that's what I do. They didn't take anything that came their way. They committed to what they wanted to do. So much so they wouldn't do anything else. There is no plan B. There's only plan A. It's hard to do, isn't it? But the truth is, it's not really. Because see, once you get committed enough, it seems scary from here. It seems really hard from here. Well, Scott, how can I do that? I got to do stuff in between. I've got to build these things and take care of the foundation. I got to pay the bills. I got news for you. That never goes away. You will have that the rest of your life. But what you need is something that drives you the rest of your life. That stuff doesn't go away. You'll always have a chance to get distracted.
Study and play come together on a Windows 11 PC. And for a limited time, college students get the best of both worlds. Get the Unreal College Deal. Everything you need to study and play with select Windows 11 PCs. Eligible students get a year of Microsoft 365 Premium and a year of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with a custom color Xbox wireless controller. Learn more at windows.com/student offer. While supplies last. Ends June 30th. Terms at aka.ms/collegepc.
So I was talking to my friend. I said, my friend, I won't say his name. I was going to say it right then. I'm fearful that you will never get to what you want. I'm fearful you'll get distracted by 1,000 things in between. And you'll justify every single one of them. Well, I got to do this. I hear that a lot, by the way. Younger generation. Well, I had to do this because, not really. You don't have to do anything. I'm just saying, if there's something inside of you, if you want to make more money, you want to have a better relationship, a better home. Yes, it all seems impossible. Right now, watch news, everything is impossible. Sure seems like it, doesn't it? But the truth is, there is possible everywhere. I actually told my friend, I said, you know what? I know what you want to do. And the path has been charted by hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people. They've already done it. It's already there. It's been modeled. You just model it in and go do it. But if you allow yourself to say, for all good right, well, I've got to make sure I've got the right domain and should get my email address set up. And no, you don't need that. You don't need that. Gotta go do what you're going to do. The rest takes care of itself. I've learned it the hard way myself. I learn the new lesson every single day. The more you dig in and stay in your zone of genius, the thing that drives you, the thing that gets you awake in the middle of the night, not because you're stressed, but because you're excited. I routinely wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to force myself to go back to bed. I just want to get up and make things happen. My wife says, go to sleep. I said, I can take a nap. I can. Something to think about today as we roll into very nearly the second part of the year. And I don't know what you're doing, but I bet there's a really good chance that something I said today resonated with you. And I bet you're sitting around fixing to get ready on at least a couple of things. Follow me here in the next couple of months, because what you're going to see is me very, very purposely leaning into this way of thinking more than I ever have before. I've been doing the personal growth thing for a very long time. It's all been about fix it and habits and productivity and all that stuff. I'll still do that. I'll teach you how to master all that stuff, but I'm only going to teach you to do that and help you master that if you will agree to me to lean forward into what you want, to decide what those dreams are, decide anything is possible if you go for it, and it is, and you're willing to commit and just fight it out until you get it. If you're willing to do that, you are my huckleberry. That's where we're heading, and I could not be more excited. Or at least I'm going there. You can follow along if you want to. No big deal. Hey, what are we going to do tomorrow? I have no idea, because I am planning day by day right now, but it'll be fun. Something about practicing, I think. Maybe how you should practice to get good at what you do. We'll see what happens tomorrow. See you then.